All right, welcome back, guys, at Digital Tech Media. Today's video is going to be talking about Battlefield 2042. This is playing on the PlayStation 5, and just like a little overview of the whole game itself. The press out there is, going wild, keeps going about like, it being a bad game, bugs, all this kind of stuff here. And me playing the Battlefield, been playing the franchise from since Battlefield 3. I never played Bad Company. I played a demo of Bad Company, but I never really played, Battlefield 1. I'm talking about the very first Battlefield. I played from 3, went down to 3, 4, Battlefield 1. Played a bit of 5, but most of my hours was in number 3. But like with this game here, it's a bit different, I'd say, from what I gathered. Now, I'm not one of those YouTubers that's going to be out there bashing the game because I don't think that's fair. I think from past experience, we all know that Battlefield games have always been a bit buggy at the start of every launch, but through time or within the year, they try to correct things, so let's get straight into it. So far, as I said, this game is playing on a PlayStation 5. So I know that on Steam right now it's showing over mostly like over 40,000 negative reviews. I think that some of them is a bit uncalled for, because I think that people are actually trying to review the bomb the game when it's actually quite a decent game. The first day I get it, I was able to get into a match. I was able to play a little, a few games with no issues. A few glitches here and there, like sometimes when you got like say some objects cutting through other objects, like for other like hills and mountains, you got snakes going through like rocks. Yeah, I see that there, but I think that some of it is uncalled for. I think that people are just actually trying to again review the bomb the game to make it look like it's a terrible game, which is not really fair. The gameplay wise is actually quite good. I'm currently using the M5A3 and the G57 with the ammo crate, but I have changed to the rocket launcher because throughout the game I've noticed that there was a lot of vehicles. Yeah, that's just typical Battlefield fashion. Like how like YouTubers are approaching this game or what people are saying about Battlefield 2042 is just, I think it's a bit too much, because again there's other games that's been out. I know that the year generation haven't really been great in terms of the stream of games that's coming out. I mean, there are some fairly good games. I mean, I'm creating a Deathloop video as well because I think Deathloop is actually a good game. And all the games that I play, I beat. You could in the future, if you want to post up my my gamer tag, you can always look. I can post up my Steam, my Xbox. Well, I don't really be on my Xbox as much like that, but definitely my PlayStation, and you can see all the games that I beat on there. I don't need to hide or anything like that. I'm one of those gamers where if you want to see like what games I've been playing or how I'm playing online, they're all there. And even so, I got like a Call of Duty Vanguard video coming out as well, just straight after this one. But again, like I said, I think review bombing is totally wrong, and that's not something I like about in gaming, because it messes up with the design of the game itself and just trying to please everybody, which really you can't. And I think that EA DICE, what they're trying to push, I think they're actually trying to push a lot of things about this game. A lot of good things. But it just never came to plan. Like let me just go through like some of it to mention. Just by looking at Reddit, here's some of the few issues that people are having, like the no scoreboard, like some of the decent weapon variations, the lack of vehicle customizations, the group chat, editing the loadouts. There's things that are missing, which I would thought that DICE would have really looked into, and I know it just doesn't help the fact where people are, some of the hardcore gamers as well as the new games that want to try to play Battlefield. I do listen to like one of my favorite podcasts, out there, and they're saying stuff about like they want to be more immersed with the game, but because of the map is so big, it's harder for them to really try to get to the objective and actually take part. Having these shootouts. And sometimes I say like Battlefield is a different game compared to these other shooters, like like War 3 or Call of Duty, where you would have to go out there and actually really get yourself involved. Some people don't really want to do that. I mean, I know that you got the different modes in Battlefield that you can actually go and play and customize different matches and create these type of modes. But like I think from Battlefield 3 and 4, you can able to play team deathmatch or domination from there. But obviously, I'm more of a conquest kind of guy anyway. I think I like to take part in the tanks, warfare, the shooting, the varieties. I mainly just be an engineer or an assault class. That's how I prefer to play. So, and also with game, I just love gaming in a sense anyway. So I don't really try to deviate myself and just pigeonhole to myself to one type of particular game or particular game mode. But Conquest is actually the mode for me that suits me. After playing a couple of these game modes like Rush, for instance. I think the overall criticism of Battlefield 42 is just a bit too exaggerated a little bit. Again, for me, I did say the scoreboard is one of the things where it needed to be in the game because, again, you would want to know your stats and how well you're doing in the game. Are you doing good? Are you doing bad? Areas you can try work on in future, in future gameplays you'd like to do within the game. That's something that I think is crucial and is vital within the Battlefield. When you first, starting the game up and you are getting involved with your teammates, and well as if you have like say a private party, you want to make sure that your stats are there and available. And again, because I'm not a hardcore Battlefield fan, just to make it clear, because I think there's a lot of people out there that when they did talk about Battlefield, I admire the passion what they had for the previous generations of Battlefield. So I kind of do take that in consideration. But for me, I always did say that I wish I did get into Battlefield from early, so I know what people are exactly talking about. But I still love the game myself. I still think it's a good game. Plenty of stuff to be worked on, but the game is actually playable. And some of the glitches that I see happening is actually it's not game changing in terms of you can't play the game, you can't get into a party, stuff like that. So again, I'll put a lot more hours into this game here. I will make sure that I do even a follow-up video to say has anything changed or how does it feel within the next couple of months. I know there was a major updates that's coming out, so they did EA did try to create a roadmap stating that they want to do a few updates on the game, which I find that's fair. So they're actually being vocal in trying to tell the viewers, the gamers, that they're actually going to make a change and try to do a few more updates. And maybe some of the updates that what they had before just didn't work at the time, so they just needed a bit more time to release it for the holiday season. I think this is why that this game has had to be released in this type of manner, which I don't fully agree with. But again, I'm having fun with the game. It looks quite good on the PlayStation. I just wish that in terms of how the game plays or how you move with the character, it seemed a bit too light. I like to have a bit more weight with my character, especially with some of the guns. Some of the guns seem a bit the same, but so far, this is from videos from what I saw, versus from when I play. Normally, when I played over Battlefield, there was a bit of, you feel the weight of the gun, you feel the weight of the bullet. And this is where, with Call of Duty Vanguard, they had a bit more of that, where with the DualSense controller, they're able to incorporate that with the game. So just to give it a next generation feel. Now, with this game here, it does feel semi next generation, but again, until the other updates do come out, then we'll see how it goes. So we'll see how it goes in the future for this game and this franchise. Just to end this video off, as mentioned before, this is just an overview of the game, of how it plays. I only did one match, so it's not a fair judgment to try to say anything. But I'm just only basing it off experience and in comparison of other games I have played before, especially number 4 and 3 and 5 and Battlefield 1 as well. And I think there's still a fair bit of work to do, and I think it will come. You just got to be patient. Review bombing would not help, because you're just saying any and anything, and you're just trying to find clout for no reason. I think people just need to just sit down and just relax and be like, okay, this is how it is right now. You can still play these matches, you can still play these different game modes, so they are there, and this is only just an online multiplayer game. That's it with the game, you know what I'm saying? So they're actually giving a lot of stuff for us for free. I know that in the future they're probably trying to give us some passes that we might have to purchase. I think they're actually up now that you have to purchase to enjoy the game as well. But we see how that goes. We see what they have to show to offer. I think they might just give us a few more free items because of how the game was launched. But as I said, I remember when Battlefield 4, you couldn't even get into an online match. I mean, I had trouble with that on the PlayStation 4, so I don't know how people were with, playing it on PC and other consoles. But again, we'll just see how it goes. Hope you guys like the video. Please like and subscribe. More videos coming to you next. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hostiles have captured Alpha Sector.
The U.S. forces were conquering every sector.
Our forces are assaulting Alpha 1.